Yeah.
Yo, good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to the first Pawnzi stream of the year. I'm here with Soldat. Quite refreshed after taking some days off myself. I think Soldat also had some time off. So we're gonna just take a look at the markets, high time frame, low time frame. Just see where we might go, where important pivot points are, what coins we want to trade, etc. As usual, stream is sponsored by Bullet Dex. Bullet Dex is a Dex that will launch on Solana soon. I would really recommend checking them out as soon as they go live. Most of you are already on the whitelist for mainnet. Second sponsor also WooX. They've been with Pawnzi since the very first day of the Discord and helping us through ups and downs in the market. So big shout out to BulletX and WooX. Soldat, are you here with me?
Yeah. Hello. Do you want to share the link on x.com platform as well?
Hmm. I thought I did that. Let's go for it. Yeah. I said I would share a link. All right. So, how is everybody doing? I hope you're all okay. Feel free to talk in the chat as much as you want. Ask any questions that you feel like you need answering to. We will just start with going through BTC, see what everything is up to. I think we just had a CPI, but I completely missed if the number was even good or bad. Sola, did you catch anything on that?
I checked after it came out because I saw a spike on the chart, and it looks in line with expectations.
Okay, so nothing burger, so
N-
we can unwind to the
Nothing
next.
burgers, so bullish for stocks, and well, BDC not so much, I guess.
Okay. Do you have the stream open on your PC? Because I'm hearing kind of an echo. I'm not sure where it's coming from. It's
Do you
very,
still hear it?
it's very soft though, so I don't really care that much.
I just muted the stream. Should
Okay.
be okay.
Okay. Um. Okay. BTC. Do you want to start, or I see you have
Yeah, sure.
some stuff
I,
open.
I can go over BDC.
All right. Before we do that, just one last thing for people in the audience that are listening. If there is anything with the volume, especially the balance between Soldat and me, feel free to just type in the chat Husky louder or Soldat louder, whatever you want. Okay? Okay, let's go.
Hi, welcome. As you can see, I think the image is fairly self-explanatory.
Uh,
So we have a very cute, very by the book bear flag going on here. We had a big downtrend. Now we're bear flagging. Only question is sort of where does it end up? Seemingly, we are currently dumping quite a bit. My idea is, well, you can either long the next step of this. Obviously, I was kind of hoping we would sweep these lows because those are pre-stacked. But after seeing what the price did after Sailor bought 1.2 billion and spot keeps buying here and price isn't really going up with all the spot buying, doesn't look uh, like this level should be bought. I feel like it's gonna nuke through till about here, maybe chop around and then do another leg down. So I'm more inclined to buy approximately this level, 80, 88 flat-ish, maybe a front run, mid 88s, right? That should be sort of the last stand of the bear flag to try and do the 100k retest or so. Obviously, 97.7 is a very big level. There's a lot of inefficiency there in TradFi world. Very likely we don't leave that behind, but with very strong trends, it's usually apparent that some inefficiencies will be left behind, and it's been 2 months since the start of this downtrend, even more, about almost 3 months. So a lot of those inefficiencies, especially on the future side in CME, are not that relevant anymore. So probably shouldn't count too much on them. But yeah, so there's I think a good long opportunity here. I think worst case it does one of these, so you can still get out in profit if you break even fairly early. I wouldn't want to short the initial breakdown here because this is very likely, and then you can even like run this, and that's really painful. So I would rather wait for it to do one of these cringe ones, and then once we are really confirmed on the breakdown, so there's a low here, get below that low, and then we can short, maybe try to tighten it up on some local structure, but see if we can get acceleration down below the current lows there. After that, I think, we've kind of seen this for a while. It's not very breakouty. Like it's probably gonna sweep, cringe around here, maybe then do this, right? So I think targeting here is fine. And then if you see weakness here, maybe this is a lower high, then a reshort might be more prudent, just because of the mechanics of Sailor buying price insensitive, and he gets some money here, he buys it up, and we front run it, and then it chops and comes back to your entry, and it's really annoying. So I think that is kind of the general plan I have. On lower time frame, it's just the breakout long past Monday high. So I think 92.4 and up entries on short should be safe. So you can probably break even this, but if we come back like this, then you probably want to try and get into a long, or probably like a bit wider, and do the full like 97k long at least, like so. But at the moment, I don't think we have a lot of gusto to get back higher. At least doesn't seem so. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just looking at things. I'm also struggling with one or two too many windows on my screen. So figuring out which one is the live one, which one is the delayed one, which one is yours, which one is mine. But mostly, I mean, the longer that we trade in this like kind of range, let me just switch to my screen first. So if you look at it very locally, we've been trading since our last stream, which was on November 21st. We've been trading in this like really low volatility range. Like there are some push up, some push down, some push up again. Nothing really happens. So whenever that happens, I try to remind myself to just zoom out, look at it a little bit like this. Like try to just see, okay, where are we establishing value? Which are the extremities of that kind of range that is forming here? So that is the first thing that I do. Just mark that kind of thing, just to know that, like, okay, we are at the higher end of value here. If I'm gonna long, I need to see some strong momentum. If not, then I'll be looking for short opportunities. But of course, you're also watching that momentum, seeing that you're not shorting right into very bullish breakout momentum. So that's a bit what happened here. That was very tricky at first to play this. Then you had that huge sell-off, gave a little bit like of a very big imbalance where you like these things are kind of nice to play because you can short the backfill, and everything that we're trading in right now it's so illiquid. There's so little volume. It's just like squeezing people left and right. Whenever somebody buys, price goes up like 3-4%. When they stop buying, it just goes back down. It is a really good environment to just trade intraday, watch your TPO, stuff like that. Like, it's not really an environment where I would get like try to break out long into new all-time high or something. If so, I'll just try to cover a bit more high time frame. It's not really what I used to do a lot, but I try to look at it a bit more, because it seems like we are like in some kind of inflection point. Like if you look at it, I'm not really a channel guy. It's more your domain, so I don't know how to draw it. But like, we kind of broke down from this big structure. I don't know how to draw it exactly, but on the monthly, you see big rejection here. We're starting to find some absorption, and you have like that November candle that gave a lot of downside. I think we can correct quite a lot of this and still be not decidedly bullish or something. So if I go to like weekly time frame, this is, I mean, it's not looking great for bulls. I think if you want to if you really want to talk about new highs or something, maybe more like here, this level needs to be reclaimed with quite some enthusiasm, and then we can talk about what happens here. Of course, you're also not gonna like wait until here to get like in your first longs or something. It's not the way that I trade or you trade, so it's not really valid for us. But what we can do is just like see that like many people see this. I'm not unique in these thoughts, but you have this kind of like high, low right here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high once again. But you see that the highs are getting like really just marginally higher and like immediately sell off again. Then we get the break of structure right here. We get another break of structure right here. So that zone in between those two, that is where I don't know, like, it seems a bit high right now to many people. I think we can very easily just squeeze into that. So that's one thing I'm looking for. Let me try to make that a little bit more clear. So maybe it can be maybe this zone right here would be like a very like big short zone for me, or like at least sell if you are long, take some partials or hedge or whatever. I think these lows look not good. I think we all agree on that, but it happened before. It's a bit different scenario here for me, because I would more compare where we are now with like this structure right here, because here we had a very big corrective phase of like, what was it, half a year or something. Like, it was very different from just one sell-off and then doing leaving those lows. It seems like very high probability that at some point these get swept. Maybe it can happen right now, or it can happen a lot later. I'm not like, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what exactly will happen, but these are like two scenarios that I'm looking out for. It also gives you that kind of like head and shoulders, but I don't pay too much attention to that. For me, it's just mostly that like we had this initial resistance level here, kind of became support. Like it is a zone, like it is not one clear level or something. I expect if we trade into that again and we reject, and you see some low time frame reversal happening here, or a lot of buyers stepping into the market, and you see prices just failing to go higher. If you see that this move happens on like big short squeeze like we saw a couple times before, then I think you just try to get into a short here. If it's maybe a bit too far. If you look at it like this, I mean it's it's maybe too obvious. I'm not sure, but we just trap like a lot of players here. I think we can even have like a retest right here, and then I think as soon as price comes back down here, we can see some acceleration, at least into these lows. On the other hand, if we just break above here and stay above, then it's all like you can also just long here, but I think it's very tricky because you're trying to get this move, and it might as well like you're not sure how far you're gonna go. So on higher time frame, that's like a few of the scenarios that I'm looking at. I think structure wise on the weekly, on the daily, this does not look bullish at all. It looks like a sell off with some corrective move right now, but I think it can go a little bit higher than most people want to account for. Maybe a couple more things. There's also like it's not super.
Also, you have to you
Yeah.
can note that at least you can see it on the weekly chart as well. But if you go, we made the bottom, then we went up, then we went down, and then we swept the highs, and now
Yeah.
we are sort of back on the down end
Yeah.
after sweeping those highs. So that's a bit
For
tricky.
me, it is not really like there's not really a trap that I would believe in. I think it is very clear that buyers are stepping in here, like they are absorbing a lot of selling going on, like ETFs.
Yeah, the book shows
having
that
a lot
as
of
well.
sell.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of buyers stepping in. We also see on like CVDs that there is some spot activity picking up every now and then. I think if you want to see, like I'm mostly interested in either of these lows getting swept. I don't maybe like this. I don't need to see like I don't need to think about like a lot lower than this, but this is like an interesting zone for me where I think like either here or here buyers will probably step in to just at least slow down, even if we grind down further after that. Like I think you can long a bounce there. We've had so many instances in the last year where sellers are just not strong enough to keep selling into that because we have all these institutional buyers, like even just MicroStrategy or Strategy. You can bet on their collapse or their bankruptcy, or you can be against it or whatever. But fact is that they're still just buying coins. They bought like $1 billion this week. Like even if somebody else is selling 1.5 billion, it's still gonna like slow down at very obvious inflection points, I think. So, but from the looks of this, like if you really want that next leg down, which could be like into this zone, I think it makes a lot of sense to like, I don't know if we need to go to 100k or 105 or it can be anything, but to just have a little fake out here, do like trap some longs, and then those trap longs are your fuel to just like in one big go. As I said earlier, like as soon as you trade back into this range, it's probably not even gonna give a retest. Like, so then I think you can try to get in a short here, or short on just the breaking back into this range, and then you can bet on this downside. But I think here it makes a lot of sense if you get into a short that your TP would be like at least around 80k or something. Like there's a very good chance that this low will just get saved like so many others. So that's a bit high time frame views. I try to keep that in mind because like I said, like volatility is so low. If you just get on the wrong side of a swing here, and you don't have very well defined invalidation for, like, let's say you were shorting here on quite high leverage, like this can easily run against you, and your short is going to be the only reason that price moves up like this. So I try to keep that in mind, but if I go to the other screen here, I don't think you can see it because you're watching just a screen cap, and this is on the other screen, but it's just MMT on the Monday range. Like we had that big move up on Monday, like completely retraced equal lows on the Monday low. Then now we're just trading back into that again. Like the Monday high swept, fell back inside, retested again on CPI, and again we're back inside. At the very least, you need to see some value built up here, maybe like a triangle into Monday high, and then we can break out or something. Depends also a little bit on what SPX is doing, how that is looking. So let me just switch back to TradingView. So this, it's just going up only, and you notice a lot on low time frames that BTC, even though we fail to have that SPX or ES uptrend, like it just keeps grinding higher. You see on low time frame, like we actually squeeze with them. That's usually a sign of like BTC not having very strong direction of its own. Like it's just chopping, and whenever algos on traditional markets on indexes push in one direction, like we just follow them along. But I'm also a bit aware of that, like it's trading really one directional here. This was some some divergence between BTC and SPX, but which led to that like big sell-off. It's always interesting to watch, but I'm not sure. Yeah, like if SPX keeps grinding higher, I think that can also help us, like just on a very good day, to just squeeze a little bit here, and then we see what happens. If this turns around, is not looking good for crypto. So I hope, for the sake of our industry, that we do squeeze up a little bit higher. Then if SPX turns around a little bit for a corrective phase, then at least we have a little bit of like room to fall and to clean up these lows here. So it's a little bit things I'm looking at for intraday. Yeah, I think like with this Monday high sweep, it makes sense if you got into a short. I took one around here on that CPI thing. Like I was just on the very small size on one of the dexes that
on really low time frame. SPX just also with the CPI print swept its Monday high, and now half filled the wick, and now fell back below Monday high.
Yeah, so we have market open in 2 minutes, I guess. I have like a short from here with stops at break even. I assume that they will just punish me for that. You have that very obvious highs here that need to be corrected. I mean, don't need to be corrected, but like very often they do. Do you have anything to add? Are there any questions, actually?
Not on BTC. I'm actually very curious what is going to happen in a minute and a half when US markets open.
Well, let's just watch it together. 1 minute, right?
Oh, 15 seconds. Let's.
15 seconds.
No, I'm kidding. One minute is fine. Oh, look at that! Look at that divergence. Relative strength. It's the new digital gold.
I mean, it's making lower high, both of them. Like, it doesn't really matter. BTC made lower low. SPX did not. ETH is following BTC quite nicely. Let me just. I think I forgot to pay for my my futures subscription. Okay. Do you often still trade these opens, or you prefer?
No, not really.
You prefer?
I mean, I mainly just take them into account if I'm trying to position, and like open is in like now, right? if open is literally now, I try to take that into account, and I expect like certain amounts of volatility and certain like really weird wicks, so I don't get like stopped out. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I don't really try to make money on the open itself. Okay. Oh, they're struggling.
Who's struggling?
BTC. I'm looking at BTC right now.
Mm,
And by them I guess shorts, because this isn't really bearish. Like
no.
the bearish PA recently has been just like, oh, straight line down, right?
Yeah, that's
But this sort of grindiness is
yeah, that's
certainly
like
not.
I'm just assuming there's like another 1 billion or 500 million buy coming from strategy. For me, it mostly depends on how price like. I'm kind of expecting this to break a little bit higher. Like I said, like it had so many opportunities to roll over to visit new lows. Um, we keep on just making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So at
But
some
I
point,
will say, back at 117 or 116,000 after the October nuke, very similar price action. We had a print with a spike
mm-hmm.
that then retraced, and then another spike at open, and you really had to be brave to hold it through.
Yeah.
And then it was just like infinite downside.
Yeah. I mean that's why I would look at like this is a very good high right here, like instant sell off, no full
Yeah.
retest. It sweeps like all these low time frame, um, and then it just sells off immediately. Then it starts, but like again, I'm gonna just switch to 1 minute here. Again, there's just no follow through on the bearish side. So like to to be bearish for me, like um, this low here cannot hold. Do you understand? Like because it's like everyone right here, it gets full of lungs. Of okay, it gets swept, but it's so fast, so quickly. Like
Yeah.
there's no bearishness here whatsoever. So then you get that spike here on the news. I guess was it here? Yeah. Yeah. Either it's just like backfilling some of those wicks here, or you watch for a sweep. Like it's really hard because I mean it's just
Yeah, I don't think the next one will be a sweep. Like I have my exchange up on the other screen. I'm ready to just smash market if it closes above 92.6.
to hop into a long here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
like and it, like the only thing that sort of makes it weird a little bit is that it's open. So open can give you some little bit of fuckiness, but
yeah
I think it's good RR, and it looks like the fuckiness is kind of good right now. Still
yeah.
going down a little bit. Need to see IBIT because IBIT had like it left like a weird gap. Okay, it filled the gap completely now on open, so that's good. So the breakout long idea is even better now
Why is that?
because there's no inefficiency left for it above 92.6. So I think then it's
Uh-huh.
just like yeah, it's strength, and then we can
Yeah.
run
Yeah,
it.
I think the only thing for me left is that CPI sweep to get swept again. Like, but you need to see some very strong reaction there on price, like sweeping those highs.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes up, sweeps comes back in below Monday high,
Yeah,
then certainly have to look to re-enter. But as you said, don't even have to do that as much. That 91.7 low, if it like falls back below that, I think you can continuation short that as well.
yeah,
I think that's a very good thing. The thing is, like, if you look at the spot book, there's a lot of sort of bid chasing it up. 91 filled in, 90 filled in. have a bit of 88. Yeah, there was a bunch at 87, and then it chased up to 90 and now 91. So there's obviously a lot of interest. People are trying to get
Yeah.
in. A few asks spawned at 92.6, which is a bit fucky for the breakout long, but let's see. Oh no. Oh yes.
What's going on?
It went above Monday high again, and now it's back below Monday high. Oh, this is painful. My short.
Yeah, I'll probably stop that here.
Really exciting stream. We're just looking at the minute chart, commentating every move.
Sorry, I'm muted for a second because I'm sneezing like a motherfucker. I'm having that like runny nose. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll just paste it here on the main screen. This is also what you're looking at.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was
That's the
squeezing
sweep.
here. Well, you see like spot actually buying here, like a lot of open interest. Adding also like not like a huge amount, but a couple thousand BTC. Um, but you see the CVD on perps going more flat, and like every sell off here is perps, while the open interest keeps going up. So that kind of indication of shorts trying to open here. Somebody building like larger short positions with open interest up, CVD down, price going down. So that's not even just people taking profit, but like actually just getting into aggressive short positions here. Meanwhile, spot is not very strong, but you keep having that kind of like sloping up. And for me, this is when it diverges with perps. This is where it gets interesting. If you have both going up and BTC breaking out, is a bit iffy. But like with perps fading this here, you can add some really nice fuel if they manage to hold that breakout for me.
For now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good.
Wait. Back
very
below.
very famous last words.
Oh, this is painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does look good. Right now, it looks good. They filled in that
Yeah.
spot at 92.6, and it's kind of holding it.
I would kind of want if I was like in very aggressive longs here, you already don't like this anymore.
Yeah. This is like too
this
perfect of a retest. You want the swift push up.
yeah, you want
This
this
is
to
not swift
this
now.
to hold right now.
Yeah,
yeah.
bulls want to see the price go up here
Bulls
for
the
sure.
price go up. Like you have like inefficiency left right here, a little bit right here, like also not completely retested. It is like not very important, and if we push above here, I would just
Yeah, you long.
yeah, I mean at least not short.
Yeah.
But into this, I think there is an argument. Like, okay, this is very inefficient again. But if price wants to go higher, just let it go higher. Okay, I'm on 15-second chart again. Sorry, guys. Reason for that, by the way, is just because on 15-second you can actually see the lows that are getting made right here. You can see a little bit better where like if price is becoming a little bit more volatile, you want to react a little bit faster. If you want to have that really high short entry, like you don't want to blindly short any level, or at least I don't. But I could be looking for something like this, and then like price breaking down again on 15-second chart. Um, makes a
And it's
bit more
doing the
sense.
opposite right now.
Wait,
Oh, let's go.
I also forgot to change the screen because it's still on yours. So sorry about that, chat. I have too many jobs for 1 hour in the week.
I like the chat. It's going up. It's going down.
Yeah. So chat, this is what I was talking about. Like this price action right here. Um, if we would start to grind below this level, after that, and you get a push up, then I would like short kind of into that. But now
Well,
it's
I long, so
you're long. I'm not executing.
I like my short is from a bit higher because I added, and I was still I had a bit of left. But yeah, I think now the Monday low at 92.5 is pretty safe to inval on. Shouldn't really fall below that. If you really want, it's like 92.250, the previous sort of cluster. But yeah, this looks pretty good for higher.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just like it is also a little bit time for us to get out of this range, one way or the other. Like, you
The
can
thing is, like,
yeah.
the Monday dry. For those that don't know, we're currently watching New York Open, so it's sort of the most liquid session for BTC. That's when IBIT is trading in conjunction with CME. Uh, so that's where you usually see the most volume of the day. And the first half hour of Open has a lot of mechanical flow because option positions get settled at Open and so on. So the price action isn't as clean per sort of hour levels. So this is still a bit iffy from that sense, but right now, yeah, it looks okay for higher. Sorry, you were saying. And I think Husky is muted because he's sneezing, maybe.
Oh yeah, I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, no, I just think going back to my trading view, like if you look at how long we've been trading in this range, and we kind of keep coiling up, then getting smashed down again, coiling up. There's just there are diminishing returns on positioning in that for me. Like the longer that you stay in this very tight environment.
But the regime has sort of shifted. We get those like very curvy lows that
Yeah,
keep holding and
yeah, like the
holding.
low holding.
The old stuff, right?
That never like they never happened right here.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
also confluent with Sailor's numbers coming out. Like he had a couple weeks where he just bought like a couple thousand satoshis. I don't remember the exact numbers or something, but him just sizing up again. You can actually feel it like in the low time frame price action.
Yeah.
We were
And I
we
think
were
that size came from MicroStrategy not getting kicked out of like those indices, and
yeah
then like he got a spike and he sold into it and immediately bought BTC with it.
yeah. Um,
Plus, he's got like two something billion of cash sitting for his yield products that he can also use to buy BTC if he so wants to.
yeah. Um, yeah, let's just see how this unfolds. For me, the longer that we trade in this, the less sense it makes to very aggressively stay in positions.
Yeah. Oh, it's not looking so hot now.
Is it?
You really wanted to see follow through, but
Um,
getting
ah,
another retest
there's our
here.
sell off, but still, like it is same thing.
It's fine. Like as long as that low holds,
It
it should
looks.
be
This is
fine.
how it looks like on the weekly, by the way. Like
Yeah.
right? So we are here now.
Yeah.
We are doing this.
It's all
So
just fractals.
we like in a couple minutes we will know how the weekly plays out. No,
Unironically true.
more seriously, like I would see like on this low time frames, it can be 1 minute or something, but like you see again right here, like price pushes up that candle and it just never trades back below. It goes right in there. Now we just backfill it like almost perfectly, and like it does that all the time. Like on, I don't know why people don't like to trade such low time frames. Uh, you learn a lot about price action, and of course, if somebody comes in with a little bit more size, this has a lot of noise in it, but 95% of the time it gives very clean price action. Um, and then you also like when you see a sell off like this, you understand like okay, but actually like these lows here they're holding, and this was the inefficiency. And if price just keeps grinding like this, like it's not really bearish, even though like this sell off of $300 can seem like a little bit aggressive. It's like if seller is buying or some big buyers active, like you notice a lot that price just falls into that first support level, and then just like you said, it just kind of like rounds out like this, and you just go like for another push right there.
No.
So what you want to see is what is happening right now. Maybe a little bit more. You just come into this and then hope that you get another push up, and then I would just try to position short like on on these or something, because you have a little bit of confirmation that price is no longer going in a straight line up.
I think the breakout long is about to get stopped out.
Yeah.
This is not. This is not the move.
I love that you're actually trading this and I'm just spectating from the sideline.
I'm about to reshort. Well, actually, I didn't get stopped out of my short, so I'm kind of chilling. I think that's like a short stop now. If it closes like a few candles below 92, what is it, 488 on Binance, it should be lights out. Lights out. Premium really dropped, so this is a lot of perp shorts entering. So this could be just they're generating a bit more liquidity for the next push. But
Yeah.
on technical terms, we have about a minute left till the open drive usually subsides, and then we'll see actual price action, and it should
Yeah.
be fine.
It is once again one of those very very one directional moves, like another thing that you very often see is like if these get corrected and you're like celebrating your short because price is going down so fast, and then it just kind of just goes back to that level where
Yeah,
and then it grinds up again. Like we had a couple of those.
and that's when you they get chopped
Yeah,
bits.
you get chopped
I
to
think
death.
I think the last breakout long I did, it literally chopped at my entry for 3 hours, and then it just sent.
Yeah,
But it did hold the lows if I remember correctly, so kind of
yeah.
important
Like
there
look
as
at
well.
look at this stuff. Like it just shoots up, corrects the entire move, shoots up again, corrects the entire move, then sweeps these lows by like what is this, like
Yeah,
$1, holding 90K level also, and it just like shoots up again. Like none of this makes a lot of sense.
I imagine a lot of people lost a lot of money in this, but we have some perp asks kind of chasing down. Bot is still chilling.
Yeah, maybe um, we have we have some good ideas on what to do with BTC. Maybe if chat is interested, they can post some tickers for us to look at. I guess that we look at lighter coin maybe. Can look at Solana, ETH. Pump is actually interesting, I think.
Pump. Yeah, I think on like a little higher time frame, pump is quite interesting. I think I did a short this morning.
Mm.
It's not doing very well now that I look at it, because Bitcoin is going up.
Yeah,
I was not I didn't think it would reclaim. There's a
I
very
was actually
big
gonna
important
say
level.
it looks interesting for longs to me because it's like it's doing what hype and lighter maxis are expecting their coin to do. But like I noticed many times when there's some green on the day, like this coin is just like up 5, 6, 7, 8%. Uh, sorry.
Let's go to pump. I had it. I have a bit of a funny pump thing. Let's ignore that range deviation. Oh, let's ignore that range deviation. Uh, yeah. So I had, I think, this exact level marked out in a very thick line. So I would like to see above, let's say, previous week high. That's like a decent, or even like Monday high. Could probably just market long it with that as a stop, and then maybe target about mid range, like so, and then
SPX
that would be the
completely
trade.
retraced CPI pump.
Oy vey.
Oh,
Bitcoin, hello? Are you okay? Oh, look what they did to my boy. It's like such heavy shorting.
I mean, maybe they know something.
2000.
Who knows? Sorry, I
Yeah.
interrupted your pump.
Is my screen up right now?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a pump trade right here. I think if it can get back above Monday high, previous week high,
Yeah.
27, then it reclaimed this range, and then I would expect it to go to at least mid range ish. Maybe this, because it's like this, and then you make a retest. So 618 around 0.04, maybe front run 0.04 just to be safe, and that's what almost six risk points.
6R.
Another 6 hour
Man,
banger
if we
live on
both
stream.
take that trade and Bam Bam also takes it, that's like 18R in the Discord right there.
Oh, that's an eight. Dude, we should do a monthly recap with 18R on the Discord.
If we ever start posting or our like collective R, just delete the Discord. Let's get it over with.
Most I'll post P&L curves for engagement. Yeah. Oh yeah, but this is like a perfect test here as well. Yeah, I mean I like this trade, but I would want to see like BTC stop
Problem is
cringing
like
and maybe
we have some altcoin requests also, but problem is like, I'm kind of expecting a squeeze on BTC. Like I said, like maybe like 8, 9, 10% higher. I think alts will probably go like select number of alts will probably do really well on that. But if I'm right and we actually like it is a fake out on BTC, like I don't want to be like too heavy in alt spot or something. Like if I'm expecting like fake out to either side on BTC. So that's a bit what's holding me back on those. Which is a very good way to miss a local bottom, of course. We have some requests.
Yeah, let's look at lit. I think lit.
Yeah,
was,
lit was there. There is very unexplainably Aptos and Curve. Also.
Those are really good coins. I can see why someone would be interested in those. Okay, so on lit, I was very vocal about being careful with your airdrops in this area. Oh, look, it's the exact Pico fucking top. Crazy. I saw. who would have thought? Who would have thought? Yeah. So as soon as you kind of lost this, it even gave you a perfect retest here. It just nuked right through. It lost the previous listing or airdrop low. here. And now this is resistance, right? So I'm not really interested until this becomes a bit of a support, and then I would be interested in relonging some lit. And then you can probably relong it up to about at least here. If you're really bullish on the future of finance, you could even go as far as like 4. Fundamentally, I'm kind of expecting it to take this at some point, just because it's has a lot of potential for crime. Uh, what do we call it? World Liberty Financial, right? So yeah, unless 2.25 gets reclaimed, right, and you want like a market structure break. I think that would be the best. So you would want, like, it will do this. You want these wicks to get taken out, and then you could probably bid a retest of a higher low here. It might not give you the perfect one here. So something like this would be about where you want, and then you would certainly TP either at 2.26, or you would, well, if see these get swept at least, and TP at 2.7. And leave a runner for that 3.74 area, right? Because if you remember, there was a pretty major OTC market for these points, and a lot of them were traded in here before the pre-market perp got launched. Um, so yeah. It's kind of a bull flag, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Not.
I'm talking my book. Guys will long like
Yeah.
$1,000 of BTC and call it their book.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was lit.
Yeah.
You want to look at the other ones, or you have other thoughts on lit?
No, actually, I wanted to show. Of course, I deleted the drawings, so I had to go make a screenshot again. But this was how I was looking at things when we were trading right here. Like you had that, it's off the screenshot, but you had that like pre-market value zone right here. We tapped into it. We sold off. We broke structure right here. People didn't want to see it as structure break because it's also a retest. I understand, but we break structure. We perfectly retest right here. Then we start losing H4 trend right here. Like here we lost it. We reclaimed really fast. I think for like coins like this, it either like it trends out of the box or it takes a really long time to distribute that, because like a lot of people get coins. Everybody has different expectations on where to sell these coins, on what like dollar value they expected from their airdrop. You need things like this to start trending, like in a way that there are not many coins that did this. Like maybe Hype is a good example. Trump coin also trended like right out of the like coin generation event or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
XPL for a bit right there until it didn't. So you lose H4 trend here. You're like perfectly retesting H1 trend, selling off again. You lose the diagonal. You come back into the range. This is like people were looking for longs here. I said like, okay, just wait until it divs here, then it can break structure right here, reclaim sort of this level, and then this was a fake out to trap some shorts, and then you can easily squeeze higher here. So actually, this is like one of the instances where like getting a higher entry is actually better, because if you don't get this entry, you don't want to be in this coin. So now we are at the second scenario right here, which actually failed. So let me just delete this.
Yeah, lost the low.
Why is this? Oh, it's on. Yeah, lost. It kind of lost everything, and now. So this was that zone, just to point out.
And it's so pretty because you have this volume profile, then it nuked on launch, and then it filled in the inefficiency of. And it
it is like textbook price action right here. I think
Yeah, exactly. It's so
a
nice.
lot of people got trapped on this because like some emotional investment was made or something, like some people married the bag in a way. Um, and I understand, like if you get this money for free and you have enough money anyway, like it doesn't really matter to hold. Like um, I know a few guys that had quite big airdrop allocation. They sold some into these highs, holding like probably a majority of the coins, but like they're still up a lot of money, so it doesn't really matter. And if if it reclaims here, which very well could, like, I would again look for that same divergence right here. Maybe maybe long here on the first one when it reclaims, because you have such a clear invalidation, like the $2 sweep. Maybe you can go a little bit lower. We don't know that. So then, if you can get in here and it breaks up again, you can just keep on adding to your position. Like if you really want, if it breaks back above
Yeah,
this, you add again. Like there is no, you don't need to catch the perfect bottom with like all your sides. You don't have to. And you just keep adding a little bit. You trail your stops. Bum would probably kill me if he heard what I just said. But so yeah, I think either it like sweeps again here, takes the $2 stops. I think that is very likely. If it doesn't, then it breaks back into the range here. I think you can, yeah, why not? Like, it's so tight to stop here. Like, if you really want to go for those highs and you really want to swing it, you can try a few times. You can get stopped. It's completely fine. The way it's looking now, it's looking to me more like it needs a little bit of time to
yeah.
just bottom
BTC
out.
is dying. It doesn't, doesn't look like Pump is gonna have a good time with dying.
Lit, or
Sorry, yeah, Lit. Sorry, Pump is doing great.
what?
Lit is
BTC
not.
is down like $200 since I last checked.
Hey, that's important. It's back
Okay,
below
wait.
Monday range.
If we zoom in again, then it's actually dying. Yeah. So yeah,
Exactly.
what I was saying earlier, this low, once price starts to come below, come back above again, below again, and then you see right here, you see it holding like this level becoming resistance. The big sell-off comes right here. TP is right here for me, or maybe, yeah, it can be here, or like somewhere here. It's a beautiful short because like, you are basically betting that price doesn't, like, price is accepting below here. Probably comes below here, breaks up again, comes below again. You have an inefficiency here, so you can just short it like that. Your stop is, I don't know, like, you can get really aggressive with these because if one of these gets swept, it opens up the door to like all these others. Maybe you can just be a little bit more reasonable with it. Like, it's a nice fun trade there. If you don't pay too high fees on wherever you are trading. So these are fun place to watch.
Oy vey. Oy vey. I really thought it would be a breakout. This is, I mean, I think it's kind of.
I can't believe we caught sold out breakout longing on stream.
And lost. He breakout logged and lost. I think it's like really getting pulled down by TradFi. I think they won it, but they need some TradFi to reverse. TradFi just took out weekly open.
Yeah.
Hit a bit of a support level from Monday.
You can.
Yeah.
You can see like kind of BTC and SPX diverging here. SPX making lower low, BTC not even tagging my TP zone. Like it just, okay, wait. It should have been here, so I was right.
Yeah, hindsight posting. I'm still in the long, by the way. Like, I didn't get stopped yet.
The short or the long?
No, I'm in both right now. The long is underwater
Oh.
because the short was from because when I added, the average entry came to 93.1. So now
Okay.
I have a stop above the high on the short, and I'm not very excited about the long getting stopped out, but it's okay.
Somebody is typing in language I don't understand.
Oy vey. Oh, it's Cyrillic for oy vey.
Uh, I mean, I would have guessed because of the amount of letters. But,
Uh, we have Aptos and Curve
and I saw Solana, but maybe it got
and
deleted.
Solana as well. Yeah.
Solana by Aman.
Okay, while you're blowing your nose, can you put me up? I
Yeah.
can have a look. Solana. Well, I have a trade, but I don't know if it's gonna work out now. Probably. I posted this today as well. I want these highs to get swept. I have a really big guy here. Like so. And then if it takes out the highs and then falls back below, just like BTC just did, that's a good sweep short, I think, and that's a decent swing. You could even like theoretically, right? It could be like down to 80s theoretically, and that's a 73R banger, right? For the Discord. But yeah, Solana's been performing quite surprisingly well. It was very cringe for a very long time. We've replaced a lot of this open interest here from November, October. This is in Solana's, obviously, so dollar wise, we're still down here, but this move is like 800 billion ish. So, flow wise, I'm not that excited about Solana, but yeah, if BDC breaks out, then I think Solana is as high as 154 to 164.
Yeah. I
And,
think.
might even take these guys out
Yeah.
if BDC goes for 98, 102 ish. But again, no idea how high that goes. But yeah, now retesting SPX is retesting weekly open from the underside. BTC is outperforming it, like we just saw. It did one of these. There's a flat minute candle here. Probably gets taken out. I think this one still counts as well. Yeah, I mean, trading this today, probably a lot of people get quite hurt because yeah, this is not great.
It's fine. Just more chop until we get like definitive breakout. I still think it's been like a really long time since we had my entire watch list looking like 10, 15, 20% green daily candles.
No, we had that. I think last week we had a lot of alts do like those big breakout moves after falling back below.
Right.
Yeah, it retraced most of it, but yeah.
Yeah. But
it's there.
anyway, very interesting stream. Thanks to both of you. You're welcome. Really glad you enjoy it. Okay, let's. I don't know about Aptos or Curve. Like, I never ever look at those coins.
I think you draw a line downwards and pretty much it.
Wasn't there like an Aptos CTO?
There was. They managed like 20% up, and then it retraced the whole thing in like a day. It was good.
Oh, it's up.
I enjoyed that. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my. Let's go. One Aptos, one apartment. Remember that one? I like that one.
Okay, let me give it a try here. But honestly, like, I'm not even sure what you're looking for here. The best I can do is the roller coaster, I think. Like, yeah. So what I just tried to do in coins like this, like this is the initial low that was set right here. Then you had like I'm not counting the first wick because it's probably just some Binance shit. So there's probably like longer history charts. I'm not sure about it. But for most recent price action, like this is what I see. You have an initial low, a higher low. Price fails to go higher. Price like breaches that low, but it goes up again, fills this entire inefficiency, and it goes down again. And then it starts like this is the dangerous part where it starts grinding down. Like it's not just selling off quickly; it's grinding down. This is 1010, I guess. It's a weekly chart. Let me just switch to daily.
If you go to the futures chart, it actually swept the 1010 wick. Well, not swept, but like it rounded out below the wick and now has reclaimed the wick low of 1010 and retested it. So fundamentally, it's maybe okay till about $3 as far as I can see.
Yeah. Let's. Okay, yeah. Why not? But there are like tons of coins that look exactly like this.
Yeah, and it would make sense for them to give that retest.
Yeah, which is why which is why that I'm also thinking that it makes sense on BTC to like make one push up, like many alts kind of look like they want to do that same thing. Like, I mean, if you want to long this. I guess this is your invalidation. There are a couple retest levels here that are possible. If it does break above, which I'm not saying that it will, but these look kind of juicy as target. So if you really want to do something like this,
I think you can go really tight on it, honestly. Yeah, pretty much.
But then you should have
Something
bought the
like that.
retest for like.
Well, I'm sure this person's entry is, might not even be on this chart right now.
I think up till here makes sense. Here is reasonable. Here is kind of stretching it. I also depends on how long do you want to hold this. Like, what does funding look like? Will you play it as a spot play? Do you have will you just cut it if it goes below? Because I think you have to. Like, if it trades anywhere below this, that is like XPL. You have no idea where it turns around. So then you have to wait for bullish structure again. But yeah, ton of supply on these coins.
My famous XPL chart prediction used Aptos's fractal.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, no, it was Tia. It was fucking Tia. It's the same fucking coin. Tia, Aptos, XPL, they're all the same fucking coin.
Yeah.
Because
they all like probably if you look on 15-minute, like, oh yeah, it's kind of looking good here. And actually, you can, because like you have your invalidation is only okay. Let's say it's here, 25 or 50% down, but like, yeah, I don't know, guys. This is Tia, of course. CRV was there also.
I know BAM trades CRV.
Yeah, it's like,
it's a nice range, and it's near the range.
This makes more sense to me. Like, I know Credible also trades it a lot, or is even like really bullish on it. So here at least you have some kind of reclaim that makes like a little bit more sense to long into. Like, even if you just want to look at this as a range, it can be somewhere here. There is a lot of upside on this coin, and again, if it just trades back below, you are just free to cut your trade. I'm not sure about like I remember those those targets from Credible, which are like this like reclaiming and trading exponentially higher. I don't know about those things. Like I wouldn't um, blindly borrow another trader's faith on this.
I think when your dev is buying $80 million mansions, you probably don't want to look for breakouts on the coin.
I don't know. Dev can buy a lot. I want to short.
We kind of went back above Monday
So
high again.
this is like the other side of it. Sorry, I'm just going on a question here.
No, you're right.
Like for the Aptos for Curve, like these, I think shorting these makes a lot of sense when the market is like up a lot. Recently, market has been in a very very persistent downtrend. Then it started, like it did this, and now the market is kind of looking like this. It's very tempting to short this, but it's actually easier to just continuation short. Of course, if you short it, just keep it really tight. Like find some local invalidation. Make sure that you get out, because once these things start squeezing, like they can do like 200-300% in couple weeks. Like and on the weekly it will still look bearish as fuck, but you get squeezed for 200% on these coins. So it's hard to size up on shorts here if you look at this. So keep it really tight. Make sure you have an invalidation, and then when we do squeeze up, make like when things like this happen, you want to have some capital, some liquidity to get into those short positions right here, to target just again range lows. Alrighty. I think I will call it a day here. I think we went over most things. Maybe one last coin to look at is
Hyper liquidated.
yeah, I don't know. So very high time frame here. God damn it. I mean very high H4, but I think like here's the imbalance. So we'll just take this. This is a buy zone, I think. Like if price comes into this, I think it makes sense to load up here a little bit, like maybe even just for lower high. I don't know about that, but it's a very big buy zone for me. Can make it a little bit bigger, right? Like this. So it depends on what you want. I know it's a big box, so I try to keep it like this. On the other hand, you have a lot of opportunity for it's the same thing as I said with the other coins, like very persistent downtrend right here. It's starting to flatten out a little bit. It's maybe a bit too early for that. Let's look at the EMAs here as well. So yeah, that's still very very much in a downtrend. On H4, it is tried to reclaim, which is H4 100 and 200 EMA. Sorry, 100 and 200. So like big fail here. But what you're seeing right here is that we actually have a little bit of an imbalance right here. A lot of stacked lows. So I just put on a little trade like this because it made sense to expect, like if we do come below this low here, I think it's not looking good. You had a little bit of like a diagonal low holding kind of possibility, and then I think coming into this here, there we could see like a lot of shorts or hedging opening. It is that let me zoom out just a little bit more. Like this kind of SR flip. It's not very clean, but I think the like 33, 34, 35 is where you pay very good attention if you are in spot or in long positions on how price reacts here. I don't know about your idea about this.
Yeah, if you put me up, um,
Yeah.
where's height? Where's the volume and height? Okay, so I just did. What? Wait. Okay, so this is a weekly chart, right? I think I have bids between 22 and 18 because I think we are back in sort of this range here that we did after the launch and the initial push up to 30. Uh, then we obviously have like this whole thing up here. So we're just back in this, and just from a technical standpoint, I think it makes sense to take out range lows, take out the wick on centralized exchanges from the 10th of October. I think, if I remember correctly, the actual hype wick is already taken out here, but I still don't see strength, right? So I
Yeah.
think it makes sense to buy some here at range low, like treat this as a deviation. You can treat this as a deviation, and then you have a range here, you have a range here, and then probably it's going to chop up and do a bit of a range here, just to fill in this volume profile from the stuff. It already did it a bit, right? And then from here, it either goes up or it then comes down and fills in this more.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable. Obviously, if you draw some lines up, right, and you close back above, I think it makes sense to do a bit of, again, breakout longing, right? Everyone loves breakout longing. People love to buy when the price is high, and I think
Yes.
probably above 28, that's not a bad spot, but realistically, you're TPing quite heavily around 34, 36 anyway. So that's how I would look at it.
Yeah. Um, I have actually one more for you. Uh, it's on my screen right now. What's going on with XMR, man?
This is a very, very, very typical chart. People have all these narrative ideas, but I think it will just follow the same fate as Zex to some extent. It did like a huge run up. You can see these like lows holding, lows holding, lows holding. It's the parabola thing where
Mm-hmm.
it keeps going up, and then you have the big spike. It breaks the parabola with the big spike, comes back down quite aggressively, then either makes a lower high or sweeps the high, right? And that's when you short, pretty much. And then that's it. That's all, folks. If you look back in 2020 to like mid 2021, like it's the same thing, same pattern there, right? You have those lows holding, and
Yeah.
does the big thing, and then bam, it just dies in a matter of a week. It's like halved. And I think the same thing happens here. I don't think it's very different this time, and so on and so forth.
Okay, and with those ideas, we'll just call it a day for today. We'll try to be back next week. I see we still have 17 people watching. That is amazing. Um, feel free to give the channel a follow or subscription. I think it's called on YouTube. Um, and thank you so much for being here. We'll hope to see you again next time. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.